Now unfortunately, photosynthesis is not perfect. There is actually a problem with the enzyme Rubisco. Its job is to catalyse a reaction to fix carbon dioxide to RUBP at the beginning of the Calvin cycle. But it can also catalyse the binding of oxygen to RUBP instead. If the temperature is too high, what happens is that the stomata of the plant will close to prevent excess water loss. Oxygen quickly builds up as a waste product from the photosynthesis, and it starts binding to RUBP instead of carbon dioxide. Now this is what is called photorespiration. Therefore, in this case, oxygen is acting as a competitive inhibitor of the enzyme Rubisco. It's an unwanted reaction and it reduces the rate of photosynthesis. Now normally you'd make two 3C molecules, but in photorespiration, you can see from here, you make a 2C and a 3C molecule. However, plants that live in hot climates that are particularly vulnerable to photorespiration have evolved a method of avoiding it. These plants are called C4 plants, as opposed to the typical plants which are C3 plants. Examples of these sorts of plants include things like maize, sorghum and sugarcane. They have actually evolved altered leaf anatomy, it's called Krantz anatomy, that keeps RUBP and Rubisco well away from high oxygen concentrations. So there is a tight ring of mesophyll cells which excludes air from the cells inside the ring. These mesophyll cells fix carbon dioxide as a 4-carbon molecule, oxaloacetate, and they carry out the light-dependent stage of photosynthesis, but not the Calvin cycle. Now what they're protecting is that inside there are the bundle sheath cells. Now these are the ones that carry out the Calvin cycle. No air can get to them because they're completely protected by the mesophyll cell ring, so oxygen won't get to them, so photorespiration won't happen. So you may say, well, how, if they can't get oxygen, they can't get air, what about carbon dioxide? They still need carbon dioxide to do the Calvin cycle. Well, they can get the carbon dioxide they need from the C4 molecules that were fixed by the mesophyll cells in the layer around them. As usual, at the end of each topic, there are some great extension questions here that you might want to research to expand your knowledge on photosynthesis.